As I said at the outset, we are in a very different economic climate than we have been in the past, and I think the other area where we do need to look very seriously at bringing forward further investment is in housing. And of course, house building can also have an impact, particularly for the construction sector, and that links to some of the issues that John Park was raising, but it can also ensure that we are dealing with some of the very real pressures that are there in our local communities. And in the present climate, many people who in the past may have wished to take on home ownership may no longer wish to do that. And I think, again, it may, in this climate, be an opportunity to rethink the balance of how spend is brought forward in housing. And as a particular issue I want to raise, Presiding Officer, just before I finish, the housing associations in particular at the moment are concerned with the current HAG scheme, which they believe is posing difficulties, and they are finding it hard to borrow to meet their contributions. And I wonder if the Government would like to give some comment and to look at that. And secondly, there are concerns that the Affordable Housing Investment Programme, the AHIP as it is called, part of that is currently sitting within the housing and regeneration part of the budget. Of course, that is the largest part of the housing investment, but there is a smaller part of the housing budget, the allocations for Edinburgh and Glasgow in particular, which are separately accounted for in the local government section under the transfer of management and development funding. And while the AHIP figure has increased substantially by some 78 million, the Glasgow and Edinburgh sum does not appear to have risen at all. And again, I think that is something that ought to be looked at.
I'm afraid the member's time is up.